What's cracking, YouTube? It's me, your host, Tune, aka the Comic Thug. Once again, bringing another comic book review. This time is for Last Days of Captain America and the Mighty Avengers. Issue number 9, Secret Wars. This is the last issue of the Captain America and the Mighty Avengers story arc. And, let's just jump straight into the comic. Comic picks up, and we see, they're at the Gym Theater, home of the Mighty, or Mighty, because Tony Stark basically came in and wanted them to take Avengers out of their name. So now it just says Mighty up there. They don't want to be called. They don't want them called the Mighty. I mean, the Mighty Avengers anymore. So they don't show Tony Stark either. But then it says 242 minutes to live. We just see Luke Cage and Jessica Jones. They're talking about, like, you know, how everything is going to happen, and like the end of the world is basically going to happen, and what there's nothing we can do. And then we show 60 minutes to live, and we see the final incursion, and we see the battle, the battle between the Ultimate Universe and the 616. They even show like Obama giving a public service announcement to like the world and everything like that. So then we see Monica Rambeau, probably saying her last name wrong, but basically Spectrum, and she realized that she know how to stop all this, and that's basically use her light power or whatever like that, and she can crash to the planet, and basically the Ultimate Earth, basically makes it and destroy it, and that was her plan, and she was gonna do it, but at the last second she got captured into like this energy ball or something that the maker, who is Ultimate Reed Richards, he trapped her in it, and he didn't understand how he was able to trap her, because he realized that it was a good plan. Like, he wished that she was from their Earth so she can do it for them, and the city that giant robot thing that Ultimate Reed Richards works with, it basically said that because Reed Richards asked her, like, why didn't it work? Why didn't she destroy the planet? And it said she hesitated, like, because when she got to the Earth, and right before she was about to destroy it, she saw kids riding that bike, and that second hesitation allowed him to capture her. So that was a good plan. So then we go to the Mighty Avengers hotline room, and we see Ruby and Dave and Soren. I want to say Soren, her name. Sorry, I'm probably saying her name wrong too. And basically, all of them want to leave except for Dave to go with his family. He doesn't really have anybody. He only has somebody when he need to babysit Luke and Jessica's daughter. So right before Soren, I think that's her name. Right before Soren was about to leave, a phone call came in, and it was just a guy who was scared to die. Like, he wasn't scared of dying, but he realized that he was gonna die alone. So she said she was gonna stay on the phone with him until whatever happens. So that's it. And then the countdown starts. We see 49 minutes, and they show Sam Wilson battling. In 45 minutes, we see Iron Fist. 39 minutes, we see She-Hulk battling. 34, we see Pyro Man revealing himself to his family. 31, we see White Tiger in the alley protecting the old company. 26, we see Kalu and Wong basically putting their differences aside to have like tea together. 18 minutes, we see Blue Marvel and Dr. Postrom, basically his son. They're trying to work on something, and still trying to work on something. 11 minutes, we see Soren, or whatever her name is, and David Griffin still at the hotline place taking calls. 60 minutes, we had a soup kitchen. We see Jessica Drew and Luke Cage and their daughter, and they all hug, and everybody's clapping like that. 2 minutes, and in 2 minutes, we see a doctor. We see someone wakes up in the hospital. They don't show who it is, but they explain that it's like a regular person, and and you don't see who this person is. You see it from their perspective, looking at a doctor. The doctor said he didn't know who the person was, but he did find a Avenger card, a Mighty Avengers card, and even the Avenger card don't have a picture on it. So we find out that this person was in the hospital because he got knocked out after trying to save some kids, which he or she did. So as time ticks, the doctor shows that he's a Mighty Avenger member, which I think all the Mighty Avengers gave everybody that was helping like an official card or whatever like that. So it basically we comes down to the last minute, and the doctor says, "I'm proud to die alongside you," because he considered him a hero, them heroes. And it was really, and he says, take a look at out the window. It's really quite a view, and you see the incursion happen, and that's it. And he said, we were all Avengers, every one of, and it cuts off like that, and it goes to black, and that's how the comic ends. That's how Captain America and Mighty Avenger ends. That's how this world ends. So very good book. Like, I really wasn't really into this book, but this right here, if anything, I would read all the books over the previous 8 issues just to get back to this book. Very well written ending. Like, it sucked me in. And the last scene between the doctor and this mystery person who was supposed to be you, the reader, it's beautiful. And it's a shock scene in it too, because while the doctor's talking, you see a lady in a stretcher, in a bed behind him. And as he's talking, you realize that the incursion is happening, and the building's crumbling. And while he's talking, you see the roof fall on the lady or man. I'm sure I don't think it could be a lady or man. You see him fall on the lady or the man behind you, behind the doctor. That was a shock thing. Like, wow. So, but I really like this book. I don't really know what more to say, but this is well worth a good read, especially since it's the last issue anyway. But yeah, that's my review on Captain America and the Mighty Avengers, issue number 9, Secret Wars. Leave it positive and negative comments below. Let me know in the comments below if you picked up this book and if you liked it or disliked it and why. Obviously, leave positive and negative comments below. Like, subscribe, share. Follow my Twitter and my Instagram, which is in the description below. And as always, from me, your host, Toon, a.k.a. the Comic Thug, have a nice day.
That's all, folks.